Good afternoon, everyone. This is Jared Rand, and welcome to the Global Guided Meditation Call for Friday, February 10th, 2023, 3:15 p.m. Eastern. We'll be having a reverse aging health call tonight at 9 p.m. This is a spiritually awakening message from Nisargadatta Maharaj. And it's quite impactful if you allow it to seep in. Stay silent and attentive. Be earnest about it. Just be aware of your being here and now. Reality will find you. Just live your life as it comes. Keep quietly alert, inquiring into the real nature of yourself. Perception is based on memory and is only imagination. This world can be said to appear but not to be. Only that which makes perception possible is real. You agree to be guided from within, and life becomes a journey into the unknown. Give up all names and forms, and the real is with you. Know yourself as you are. Distrust your mind and go beyond. Do not think of the real in terms of consciousness and unconsciousness. It is utterly beyond both. It gives birth to consciousness. All else is in consciousness. Nothing you can see, feel, or think is so. Go beyond the personal and see. Stop imagining that you were born. You are utterly beyond all existence and non-existence, utterly beyond all that the mind conceives. Question yourself. Who am I? What is behind and beyond all this? Soon you will see that thinking yourself to be a person is a mere habit built on memory. Inquire ceaselessly. How can reality depend on experience when it is the very ground, the very basis of experience? How can reality depend on experience when it is the very ground, the very basis of experience, the very fact of experience? Be aware of your being here and now. There is nothing more to it. In reality, you are not a thing or separate. You are the infinite potentiality, the inexhaustible possibility. Because you are all can be. The universe is but a partial manifestation of your limitless capacity to become. You are neither consciousness nor its content. You are the timeless source. Disassociate yourself from mind and consciousness. Find a foothold beyond, and all will be clear and easy. You are the supreme reality, all there is, all that there will ever be, forever, beyond, and ever. Just trust and remember that. Wisdom lies in never forgetting the self, the supreme absolute, as the ever-present source of both the experiencer and the experience. I am beyond consciousness, and so in consciousness. I cannot say what I am, yet I am. The question, who am I, has no answer in consciousness, and therefore helps to go beyond consciousness. Remember, there is no person, only a mental picture given a false reality by conviction. All you need to do is to cease talking, hating yourself, to be within the field of consciousness. You are free of being a percept or concept. Abandon all conceptualization and stay silent and attentive. Be earnest about it, and all will be well with you. Give up the idea of being what you think yourself to be. Let go of the idea that you are not aware of yourself as the ever-present, changeless, inexpressible reality. Just let go. Your difficulty stems from the idea that reality is a state of consciousness. Essence is independent of consciousness. Self-knowledge is a new dimension altogether. Pure, concentrated longing will take you speedily to your goal. If you could keep in mind what you do not know, it would reveal to you its secrets. When you want nothing, seek nothing, expect nothing, then the supreme state will come to you uninvited and unexpected. Stop making use of your mind and see what happens. Do this one thing thoroughly. That is all. Your weakness is due to your conviction that you were born into the world. In reality, the world is ever recreated by you and in you. Once you realize that the world is your own projection, you are free of it. Once you realize that this world is your own projection, you are free of it. You need not free yourself of a world that does not exist except in your own imagination. Realize that you are the eternal source. There is no reality but that. So how could you be other and accept all as your own? Such acceptance is true love. Do not try to understand. Do not rely on your mind for liberation. Go beyond it altogether. Be aware of being aware. Broaden and deepen the field of awareness. You are beyond space and time, uncaused, the very matrix of existence, the supreme absolute, the noumenon, not unknowable, but unperceivable, inseparable, neither material nor mental, neither objective nor subjective, the source of being, life, and consciousness. You are the all-pervading, all-transcending reality. Behave accordingly. The actual experience will dawn on you in no time. No effort is needed. Have faith and act on it. All will happen by itself. You are the subtle cause of the entire universe. All is because you are. Grasp this point firmly and deeply and dwell on it repeatedly. To realize this is absolute, true, is liberation. What you need will come to you. Whatever you come across, go beyond Paramakesh yourself, is the timeless and spaceless reality, mindless and undifferentiated, the infinite potentiality, the source and origin, the substance and the essence, both matter and consciousness, yet utterly beyond both. It cannot be perceived, but can be experienced as ever witnessing the witness, perceiving the perceiver, the origin and the end of all manifestation, the root of time and space, the prime cause in every chain of causation. Your idea that you were born and that you will die is absolutely absurd. Both logic and experience contradict it. Behave as if what I say is true and judge by what happens. I know the source of all experience. From moment to moment, the little I need to know to live my life, I somehow happen to know. The Supreme Absolute, the Self, is at the root of and utterly beyond all. You are that. Don't you see that the Self, yourself, the Supreme Reality, is what makes everything possible? Know this life as pure radiation from the inexhaustible source. There is nothing to practice. To know yourself, be yourself. Stop imagining yourself to be this or that. Just be. Let your true nature emerge. Don't disturb your mind with seeking. The very absence of obstacles will cause reality to rush in. You will know the light of absolute awareness in all its clarity, and the world will fade out of your vision. Awareness takes the place of consciousness. In consciousness, there is the I, who is conscious, while awareness is undivided. Awareness is aware of itself. That I am is a thought, while awareness is not a thought. There is no I am aware in awareness. Awareness is not an attribute. One can be aware of being conscious, but not conscious of awareness. Awareness is not a form of consciousness. One who is aware is beyond every experience, utterly beyond awareness itself. The fundamental reality is beyond awareness, beyond becoming, beyond being and not being. Give up all ideas of the person, of personal attainment. Find out what you are. There is no effort in witnessing. You understand that you are the witness only, and understanding acts. If in the state of witnessing you ask, who am I? The answer comes at once, wordless and silent. You find yourself utterly beyond the subject and the object. Both exist, but you are neither. You, the Supreme Absolute, are the very source of reality. Collect your energies in one great longing. My words are true, and they will do their work. Enlightenment is a certainty. It is your destiny. Discard every self-seeking motive, and reality will find you. Who am I? Go into it deeply. Find out your real being. You are the beingness of being, utterly beyond the universal even. You are the non-dimensional source of all dimensions. As you keep on giving up, you grow spontaneously in intelligence and power and inexhaustible love and joy. The absolute can be reached by absolute devotion only. Don't be half-hearted. The person is a shell imprisoning you. Break the shell. There is nothing you need. Nothing perceivable is real. Even space and time are imagined. All existence is imaginary. Only the unlimited is real. Question the limits. Go beyond. Set yourself tasks apparently impossible. This is the way. Look at consciousness as something alien, superimposed, and suddenly you are free of consciousness. Whatever you feel needs to be done happens unfailingly. Selfless and intelligent, all the powers of the universe are for you to command. You are the source absolute. This is your natural state. Believe me, you are the supreme reality. You are the fullness of perfection here and now. Investigate what you know to its very end, and you will reach the unknown layers of your being. Go further, and the unexpected will explode in you and shatter all. The crucial question is, who am I? Just see the person you imagine yourself to be as a part of the world perceived within consciousness, and look at consciousness from the outside, for you are not the consciousness. You, the supreme reality, are utterly beyond. That has a lot of meaning to it. For some, it might be a little deep, but it resonates. And you, as you're in your heart minds, you can feel the resonation of the words that are spoken. One who is connected to the energy stream is more powerful than a million who are not. One who is connected to the energy stream is more powerful than a million who are not. And two who are harmoniously focused and connected to the energy stream brings about a co-creative endeavor that cannot be matched by anything in all of the universe. Abraham Hicks. Everyone has access to a magical power. We all do. Inside of us. That goes beyond all the limitations of what our rational society knows to be true. We each are able to tap into a world of infinite potentiality, where anything is possible, and our dreams really do come true. Most naysayers out there would scoff at this perspective, yet little do they know that they too are creating their own reality by the negativism they hold. Once they loosen their grip just a bit on the tightly wound point of view they are clenching, they will see that there is room in this amazing universe for all sorts of wild things. If and when you just look around you, you will notice that this world you are living in consists of polar opposites. There is duality around every corner. You have a dark and a light, a day and a night, male and female, high and low, good and bad, right and wrong. You can also interpret these opposites as complementary energies, since they depend on each other to coexist. With this said, if there is a world of typical mundane, normal existence, there too must also exist its opposite or complementary side. If there is a world of typical mundane normal existence, there too must also exist its opposite, or complementary side. There must exist a magical realm that defines all the typical laws that we suppose to be true in our everyday reality. This is the world of unlimited energy and infinite possibilities, which has to exist to counterbalance the world of the ordinary mind. The invitation at this point in the game is for you to let go and trust that all things are possible in your life. If you don't trust, you will miss. You won't miss the small things. You will miss the great thing, with which the greatest of them all is love. For love contains that which makes all things possible. It brings life to where there should have been death, and yields abundance to where poverty could have crept in. So I invite you to take a step into your inner world today. Imagine that whatever you believe to be true is your truth manifesting in your world. Deep down inside, all of us is something that is powerful beyond measure. There is an omnipotent, if you will, magic genie who is here to grant our every wish and desire. This powerful being is always listening to our every word, gesture, and command, forever ready to assist us in creating the physical reality that our hearts are longing for. The most important aspect of all for us to realize is that our genie can hear the importance of our wishes through the emotional energy we have. When we radiate out a very strong feeling about something, this energy activates and awakens our inner genie to get busy and start manifesting the beliefs behind that emotion. So no matter whether our thoughts are negative or positive, it will manifest whatever your strongest feelings tend to be. No matter whether your thoughts are negative or positive, it will manifest whatever your strongest feelings tend to be. Your genie is very sharp and perceptive. It takes commands based on whatever your attention and focus falls upon. Your awareness is the guidance system where it knows to wave its magic manifesting hand. If your mind is continuously having a strong yearning desire for something to manifest, your genie will feel and hear the neediness and lacking feelings that you're generating. It will then support you with creating more lack and empty results in the outer world. If you have a strong feeling about something that you absolutely don't want to occur, your genie will sense that negative feeling of what you don't want and give you more challenge, adversity, and negativity to deal with. Your genie knows that you are its master and so doesn't doubt your lead. It would never think that you made a mistake in what you choose to focus your divine attention upon. It is aware that you are more divine, intelligent, and powerful than itself. So it will go ahead and manifest challenging situations for you. Perhaps your life may be too boring, or your soul is not learning as much as it could, and you need some extra grist churning inside your mill. The key to befriending your magic genie is to know it is always listening and to be very specific about what you are focusing on. The more clear and certain you are about your desires, the faster your genie will hand them over to you. Yet, you cannot just haphazardly think about what you want in your life. You must choose to use your heart and gut and know that this is it. By being so certain about it, you really relax inside and can allow the feeling of accepting your manifestation's arrival. Being single in your desire is the greatest secret of all to getting aligned with the full power behind your magic genie. If your mind is full of too many needs, wants, and desires, your genie will get confused and unable to hear specifically what you most want. It is essential that you take time to be still and get very, very, very quiet inside before you start requesting anything. From the silent space within you, be clear enough to choose just one thing that makes your heart sing. As long as there is a knowing that your request has been received. It all depends on how deep your connection is with your magic genie as to how effortless the materialization occurs. There is so much magic inside every one of us that is just waiting to burst out into our lives. It wants to create the most amazing relationships, abundance, income, inspiring career, and feelings of unstoppability in all that you do. See, this goes beyond, it goes beyond what we have been preoccupied with this entire life and many other lifetimes. We're looking at the bottom of the barrel trying to find out what's in there without a flashlight. All along, everything is above, within us. It's up there, within us, not at the bottom of the barrel. And it's a discovery that some will make, and eventually all will make. The material physical world, everything around you, okay, everything around you, above you, beneath you, is an illusion created by the God within you. And what you do is you entertain yourself with this illusion. Now, because of our amnesia, so to speak, we don't know that. To us, everything outside of us is real. But then when we start to understand, anything that changes is unreal. The only thing that doesn't change is the God that we are within these bodies. It is supreme reality. It is supreme divinity. It is immortal. It is eternal. It is everything that we seek without outside of ourselves. It's almost as if you're climbing out of something. Many of us have done that. You've climbed out of something, right? And we don't know. All we can see when we're looking up, climbing out, is we see the circle, right, of where we're climbing out, And then we see the light and we see the sky, the blue sky. But we don't know what's above. Most of us are fearful to climb out of that hole. So we become comfortable and we stay there. And we create a circle of comfort. Now, we're not going to climb any further up because we don't care to know what's up there. When you get out of the hole and you look around, your ego mind says, "Oh no, you don't need to do that." No. What if something bad happened to you? Don't go up there. Just stay right here. Isn't it? It's comfortable. It's nice, isn't it? But some of us are getting to the point where we say, "I want to climb out of this hole. That's my desire. I want to see what's up there. And I really don't have any fear as to what it is." You would believe, right, that all this that we have designed and manifested all around us, all the things, right, everything, all of it, that's it. That's it. That's what we're all about, right? When we're way beyond that, way beyond it. We're beyond consciousness. And then when you come across awareness that you're conscious, then you'll know you'll be beyond consciousness. You'll be beyond it. We create these physical things to occupy us and so that we can experience it and learn. And our major desire is to discover that we are the God and we aren't the body and that we are forever. Your perspective changes immediately. And you leave behind worry, stress, fear, doubt, distrust, disharmony. All the things that in these bodies we wish not to be there, right? We either say it for ourselves or for everyone else. Wish that there was no pain and suffering, disease, hardships and heartaches, struggling through life, clenching and gripping and grimacing to get somewhere that we think or believe is the end. Some of us say, well, if I had all that money, boy, would my life be different. Well, that's true. Your life would be different, but not in the way you think it will be. Because we're in ego-mind territory. The physical material world, ego-mind. And ego-mind keeps us in yesterday and tomorrow, never the now. It does not exist in the now. And it's never, ever, 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 ever satisfied. What is that? We've all experienced that. You have something, it seems to satisfy, then it no longer does, and then you have something else, and then you want something else. Then you get to the point where it isn't a big deal anymore. Having a lot of money isn't, the enthusiasm and the shine has worn off. But happiness. We seek that out all the time, don't we? We're all wishing to be happy. And we seek it out. And at times in a material physical world, yeah, we get it. We get it. But it's very short-lived. It's not long. You ever notice that's not a real long time. And then the ego mind is back to wanting more and finding more and more happiness outside of you. You see how we've been directed? Not inside. Not where you, the true God, is, but outside. Going with the flow is watching and not judging. Okay? You can feel the ego mind kind of pushes you to judge. It really does. It pushes us to judge a type. Now, it might be looking at someone with a certain kind of body image, right? Or what somebody does, or how things are happening. And we're pulled into judging rather than just be watchers and not judge anything. And that's how we're kind of steered in that direction. None of us are exempt from it. We're steered into that direction. Not a bad thing. We all do it. Where's the harmony? Where's the peace? The God within these bodies. So all these lifetimes that we've been seeking outside of ourselves for whatever motivation the ego mind directs us in, you could look your entire existence in physical form and not find what you're looking for. But when you make the determination and commitment and devotion to go within and stay within, you will absolute find what you're looking for. Absolutely. Or what you're seeking. How many times have you said to yourself, there's got to be more than this? We look at the planet and, so many people say, look at all this is going on. When is this all going to end? This is ridiculous. And the answer lies within you, the heart, the God. And what you want or desire to manifest, what is it that you want? You want everything to end? You want a new earth? Then focus on it. It's always to be conditioned. These bodies have been conditioned, the gods that we are, into believing things that aren't real. And we're drawn into a worry, stress, and fear environment, which is very difficult to get out of. Because this is what we experience every day of our lives in one way, shape, form, or another. So then we stop ourselves and say, why would I continue to express all this energy outside of myself and to continually manifest everything I don't want? Why? Does that make any sense to any of us? No. So with clear intent, and not half-assed through the ego mind, but through the heart mind, in deep silence, we request what we want. One thing. You know, some people just like that, you know, they get this big thick book and they're just reading all kinds of things. Just do one thing to begin with and see what happens. The variant here is to either be deeply trusting, faithful, and confident in oneself and the universe, or not to be. Soon as you doubt, it's bye-bye manifestation. How deep is your connection? Being single in your desire is the greatest secret of all to getting aligned with the full power behind the universe, behind you, the God that you are. And if our minds are so full of too many needs, wants, and desires, things will get confused. And this magic genie will be unable to hear specifically what you most want. If people don't do this, it is essential that you take time to be still and get very, very, very quiet inside before you start requesting anything. From the silent space within you, be clear enough to choose just one thing that makes your heart sing. As long as there is a knowing that your request has been received. It all depends on how deep your connection is with your magic genie as to how effortless the materialization occurs. This is in everything. Everything. I'll join you in a meditation. I'll return to close this out.
Just waiting for you to come.
Take an easy breath in through the nose, and an easy breath out of the mouth. Remain still. The mind can get too busy worrying about the future and lost in its stories about the past. Wherever you come from fear, you narrow your vision and stop seeing the bigger plan behind it all. The heart can become deaf, unable to listen to our intuition, which is only available in this present moment. Step more fully into the moment, to this moment, and you will feel much more relaxed about everything. Of course, in the end, things will work out. They always have, and they always will. Trust this feeling today and really let go of the endless tension inside this worrying machine. Take this with you for the rest of the day, into the evening and night and the following morning. We'll return here tonight, Friday, February 10th, 2023, 9 p.m. Eastern, to continue our reverse aging health call. And Saturday, February 11th, 2023, 3:15 p.m. Eastern, to continue our global guided meditation call. Be gentle, kind, generous, and humble with oneself at all times. And practice being in deep gratitude at all times, no matter what's going on outside, out there.